What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best cornerbacks currently in MUT 25 at every single budget. A lot of times when I'm live streaming over on Twitch and even on Twitter, people will reach out and say, Pop, I got 400K. I need a cornerback. Who do I pick up? That's what we're going to cover in this video. And all throughout the month of March, we've been covering other positional groups. We'll continue to do so rolling into the month of April. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Normally we start these videos out with the best free option at a given position, but currently at cornerback there just aren't any amazing free options out there. But tomorrow we do have a brand new month, and with a brand new month comes a brand new rank session. This card hasn't been officially announced yet from EA, but according to MUT Leaks, Zion McCullough is going to be one of the free cards that you can grind after in this upcoming month rank session. Now we don't know his attributes, we don't know what abilities he's going to get. We do know this card will have all 32 team chems, but you're also not going to be able to access it until May. So we'll have to wait and see on some of the specifics on this card to see if it's actually worth going after. But currently, this is technically going to be your best free option at the cornerback position. For the best cornerback under 50,000 coins, we have Zero Chill Antonio Cromartie. Now, unfortunately, this card came out during a period where abilities weren't really useful. I mean, Zero Chill cards did have a bunch of 0 AP abilities for a small window of time, but after that, ability stacks just not really feasible on these cards. But if you're looking for a very low budget cornerback, 44,000 coins for Antonio Cromartie, 6'2", stock 95 speed, 94 man, 90 zone coverage, and 90 press on this one. The good news is, if you do need a cornerback and you don't have a lot of coins, you don't have to spend too much more for our best option under 100,000 coins. It's going to be Combine Rookie, 93 overall Will Johnson, on average, going for about 85,000 coins. Now, this card has really good attributes for a 93. You got 96 speed, 91 man, 94 zone, 94 press coverage. But above all that, this card, like all 93 overall Combine Rookies, is going to get double 32 team chem buckets. So if you're rocking a hybrid theme team, if you have two different 2020 theme teams, you can boost up the speed on this one to 98 pretty easily, and potentially up to 99 speed. You factor in some of the popular strategy items that boost up things like man and zone coverage. You can really have this card at a 93 overall that's only about 85,000 coins on average. You can really have him out there looking cracked on a theme team, and he gets some decent abilities. If you run a lot of man coverage, you can go mid route KO plus pick artist for 1 AP. If you run a lot of zone coverage, you can go mid-zone KO plus pick artist for 1 AP, and without a doubt, if we're just factoring the best value card in the game at this position, Will Johnson is definitely going to be it. Now over to our best cornerbacks under 200,000 coins, and I actually have 3 different options here for you, and they're all very inexpensive, and I think if you look at the cost versus what you can get on the field for these cards, really good pickups if you're building a budget squad early on. Deion Sanders, Super Bowl past champion, is going to be the first one up, 95 overall with stock 96 speed and acceleration. He also has 96 man coverage, 94 zone. With all Deion Sanders cards, the press coverage is going to be low at 80, but he has really good abilities on top of these attributes for only 116K. He was the first cornerback in the game to get universal coverage treated as an ability this year rather than an X factor, and with that, it is going to cost you 3 AP, which is kind of high given that you only have 12 AP available to you on defense right now. But with universal coverage, you're getting like 10 abilities rolled in one. It has short, mid, and deep route knockout for man coverage. It's got flat zone KO, mid zone KO, deep out, and deep in zone KO. If you rock a lot of zone coverage, you got inside shade, outside shade, one step ahead. Pick artist is built in here. Like I said, it's just about everything you would need in a defensive back, all rolled in one ability. But if you can't afford the 3 AP on your defense, you can always go with mid zone KO plus pick artist on this Deion Primetime Sanders card, and that ability stack is only going to cost you 1 AP. Next option under 200,000 coins is going to be another Super Bowl pass card, Herb Adderley. And remember, with both of these cards, Deion and Herb, if you want to fully upgrade them and get access to all of their ability buckets, you are going to need the 85, the 89, and the 92 versions of these players. Herb Adderley actually doesn't have those versions, so any Super Bowl pass cards at those OVRs will suffice, but that is going to give you access to some discounted abilities that we've mentioned already, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it boosts them up +1 speed as well. well. So Herb Adderley has that stock 96 speed, 6'1", 91 man coverage, 95 zone, and 95 press. This to me is one of the ultimate slot defenders if you're looking for one on a budget. He's about 118K. Again, you're going to have to spend a little bit more if you want to unlock the discounted buckets, but in totality, he can get flat zone KO, mid zone KO, and pick artist all together for a total of 1 AP. If you run a lot of zone coverage and you're on a budget right now, this is certainly a card to take a look at. And then one more option under 200,000 coins, we have Ultimate Legend Mel Blount. This card was one of the first Ultimate Legends to drop, and they get 2 discounted buckets plus additional discounts in the tier 2 and tier 3 buckets. So you can do a couple different things with this card. On average, about 170K, 6'3", stock 96 speed, 95 acceleration, 92 agility, 95 man coverage, 93 zone, and 95 press. As far as the abilities go, you can go pick artist plus Stonewall plus mid-zone KO, and that's going to cost you a total of 1 AP. If you run a little bit of man and zone coverage, you can basically go mid-zone KO, mid-route KO, and pick artist. In that situation, it's going to cost you a total of 2 AP. Only one option for you for the best cornerbacks under 300,000 coins, and it's going to be another Ultimate Legend, this time in Aeneas Williams. Now, immediately you're probably looking at the height and saying he's too short, he's 5'11". The good thing about shorter cornerbacks right now is that knockouts are kind of taking over when it comes to defense, and he's going to get either type, whether it's man or zone. So at this point, height doesn't really matter in my opinion, because the knockout animation is still going to happen even if he's covering a 6'5" Megatron. So with that being said, this is going to be a better slot defender. I wouldn't play him on the outside to be covering those taller receivers, and that's mostly because of his abilities, but he's one of the first cornerbacks to get stock 97 speed in the game, and if you're looking for speed like that without a theme team boost, I mean, 230K is about the cheapest you're going to find one at. So not only does he give you the 97 speed, he got 95 man coverage, 93 zone coverage, 94 press, and like I said earlier, great slot defender. If you run a lot of zone coverage, he's going to get pick artist plus secure tackler plus mid-zone KO for 1 AP, and if you run a lot of man coverage, same setup, just flip out the zone coverage knockout to a man coverage knockout. So pick artist, secure tackler, and mid-route KO will cost you a total of 1 AP. Best cornerbacks under 400,000 coins, we got 2 more options for you. First up, Combine Champion Byron Jones, 323,000 coins on average. Now you are going to want to use the Combine Upgrade token on this card. If you don't have one, we do have an alternate option for you at this price point, but if you do have it and you run a lot of zone coverage, this is an amazing card. He gives you the 97 speed, 93 man coverage, 97 zone, 96 press, 6 foot even. If you have that Combine Upgrade token, he's going to give you +1 zone coverage among a couple other boosts to all of the cornerbacks on your team, so that's nice right there. He has a baked on acrobat and tip drill, and also with that Combine Upgrade token, you can get this combination of abilities. It's going to be mid-zone KO, deep out zone KO, pick artist, flat zone KO, and tip drill, all for 0 AP. So that's 5 abilities, 7 if you factor in the 2 that are baked on the front of the card there, for a total of 0 AP. Again, if you run a lot of zone and you're on a budget and you do have a Combine Upgrade token, this one's for you. If you don't have that Combine Upgrade token, you can still take a look at Team of the Year Patrick Surtain, who's had a few really good cards so far this year. This is going to be the best one, about 365,000 coins on average right now, 6'2", stock 97 speed, 97 man and 97 zone, gives you really good press, agility, play rec as well. If you run a lot of zone coverage, even though he's a man-to-man archetype, the abilities favor a zone style. He's going to give you mid-zone KO plus pick artist plus deep in zone KO and flat zone KO all together for a total of 0 AP. That's 4 really good abilities for zone coverage for 0 AP. He does have access to things like mid-route and short route KO. Those are going to cost you 1 AP a piece, so if you want to apply those because you rock a man coverage scheme, you certainly can. It's just going to cost you a little bit more ability point-wise. We just talked about using that Combine Upgrade token on Byron Jones. Well, if you happen to have one and you're looking for a cornerback, Patrick Peterson definitely, without a doubt, will be the better option of the 2. Now, he's obviously going to be more expensive. As one of our options under 500K, he goes for about 430,000 coins on average, but placing that Combine Upgrade token in him is going to give him and every cornerback on your team +1 speed. So very easy to get him up to 98 speed, but also boost up the rest of your squad, and that's why the Combine Upgrade tokens are so valuable. Unfortunately, you can't acquire of these anymore unless EA changes changes something and puts them in the game. Also, with the upgrade token, you get access to a ton of discounted abilities. So you got mid-zone KO plus pick artist plus secure tackler would be a total of 0 AP. He does have short route KO, mid route KO, and deep route KO available as well, but each of those abilities would cost you 1 ability point. And if you do want to keep the 0 AP theme going on this card, along with mid-zone KO, pick artist, and secure tackler, you can actually equip flat zone KO and tip drill. So again, 5 abilities, 7 if you count what's baked onto the card, for a total of 0 AP. If you run a lot of man or mix in the man, you will have to spend a few ability points there, but overall, this could be considered one of the best cornerbacks in the game because of the price, because of the combine upgrade token boosting your other cornerbacks out there. And just like we had under our 400K budget, with this one, if you don't have a combine upgrade token and you're still looking for a cornerback at that price point, Charvarius Ward. I feel like this card kind of flew under the radar. It's a free agency, 97 overall champion, 6'1", stock 97 speed, 96 man coverage, 97 zone, 97 press, but because he's a champion from the free agency promo, that also means that he gets all 32 team chems. So you can boost this card easily up to 98 or 99 speed on a 2020 or 40/40 theme team. He was like 300K a couple days ago. He's all the way up now to 430,000 coins. If you see a price dip in this card and you're looking for a cornerback on a budget, I would definitely recommend taking a look at it. Again, strictly because of the 32 team chems, you can make him faster and better, but he also gets a good ability stack. Again, if you run zone coverage, you got zone archetype on this card, but he's going to get mid-zone KO plus flat zone KO plus pick artist. That's 3 abilities for the total of 0 AP. We close out the video with the best cornerbacks in the game, and I have 3 more recommendations, 2 of them very new cards. The first one is going to be All-Star Athletes Deion Sanders. This is a standalone card, 98 overall, cornerback with stock 99 speed, 99 acceleration, and 99 man coverage. The zone is at 98, same with agility and jumping, play rec 93, and as we said earlier, his press coverage is always going to be low, just something you need to be aware of. The press coverage at 84. Now on average, this card goes for about 700,000 coins. I think he will be less expensive come Wednesday when part 2 of this program is going to drop. And you got a bunch of different routes you can go with the abilities depending on the type of defense that you play. He basically gets either deep zone KO, which again is deep in and deep out zone KO together. He is going to get that for 2 AP. He also gets deep route KO for 2 AP. So if you play a lot of man coverage or zone coverage, you can take a look at those options. He gets flat zone KO for 0 AP, pick artist for 0 AP, tip drill for 0 AP. If you want to add on things like short route or mid route KO, which are good man coverage abilities, you are going to be spending 1 AP. And if I misspoke earlier, or if I didn't say it, mid zone KO on this card is going to cost you 1 ability point. So you can kind of switch it up either way. If you need him to be on the outside, you got the deep zone knockout and deep man knockout. There's a bunch of 0 AP options, and if you needed him to be a slot defender, he gets flat zone mid zone or mid zone mid route for 1. There's just a lot of routes that you can go with him on it for 700,000 coins. Second best option in the game right now to me is going to be Tony Gonzalez from the All-Star Athletes program. Now with this card, it's going to cost you a little bit more than it normally would, so you're going to need to acquire Tony Gonzalez's 98 overall tight end card, which goes for about 680K, and you're also going to need his 95 overall cornerback card, which is about 140K. So on average, to mold this 98 overall cornerback card, and you're going to put the 98 tight end card into the upgrade path of the 95 cornerback card, it's going to cost you 820K, but if you run a lot of zone coverage, this one is absolutely for you. 6'5", stock 97 speed, 98 man coverage, 98 zone, 94 press, 99 jumping, and the ability stack is just crazy for a zone coverage scheme. You get deep out zone KO for 0, mid zone KO is going to be 1 AP, pick artist for 0 AP, deep in zone KO for 0, and flat zone KO for 0. If you do run man coverage, he can get those abilities, but like most of these cards, short route KO, mid route KO, deep route KO, all going to cost you 1 ability point each. And one more recommendation for the best cornerback in the game, it's going to be Team of the Year Super Bowl champion Cooper DeJean. He's going for the low price of 1.63 million coins, so a very, very expensive card here, but his cards have been really good all year, and this one has been just the same. 6'1", stock 97 speed. He is on one of, if not the best, theme teams in the game, so it's easy to get him up to 98 or 99 speed. You got 98 man coverage, 98 zone, 99 press. Now, I will say his Super Bowl LTD, which I believe is Redux now at this point, is also a really good option that's going to be less expensive. This card is slightly better because of the ability stacks there. So if you got the coin, he is going to be worth the 1.63 mil, especially on a theme team. He gets deep zone KO, which again is deep in and deep out together. It's going to be a total of 1 AP. Mid zone KO is 1 AP. Mid route KO is going to be 1 AP. You can basically pick 2 of those 3 abilities. And then he does get flat zone KO, pick artist, and secure tackler all together for a total of 0 AP. So for example, with the card that I use, I have the mid zone KO, mid route KO for 1 AP. I paid 1 AP for the deep zone KO, and then the flat zone pick artist and secure tackler for 0. So I do have 5 abilities on this card. It does cost me a total of 2 AP, but like I said, Cooper DeJean cards have been amazing all year, and this one has been just as good as all of the others. And there you have it. Those are the best cornerbacks currently in the game right now at every single budget. If there's a player I snubbed, a player you're using, or a player that it should have been on this list that wasn't mentioned, leave it down below in the comment section. Let me know who it was. And thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.